your favorite sports bar fantasy site. If your bar doesn't have it, send them our way so you can benefit from seamless draft day setups. No back and forth with staff. Just scan a QR code, pick your league spot, and customize your food and drink offers. TSNE offers quality of life tools like a mock drafter that improves each year by learning your league, automated team management if a player quits mid-season, and game time injury replacements before kickoff. With more league types and role options than any other platform, TSNE is everything you wish your fantasy platform had. You. The one still debating whether to start Patrick Mahomes this week or bench him for that rando backup QB no one's heard of. What are you doing? Stop scrolling and listen up. You know what you need in your life? More Black and Tan Sports. That's right, your one-stop podcast for fantasy football chaos, NFL hot takes, and the occasional life lesson you didn't know you needed. We're on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere you can get your podcasts. So hit that subscribe button like you're smashing a waiver wire pickup for CMC. And don't forget to drop us a 5-star review. Why? Because it's not just our egos, it helps the algorithm show us some love. And let's be honest, you could use more good karma for that trade offer you just sent out. You're also going to want to join the party on social media because we're dropping fire takes all week long. On X, formerly known as Twitter, we're not here to discuss Elon. We're at Black and Tan Pod. Facebook, Black and Tan Sports Pod. You know, for all you, I still love my mom's memes people out there. Instagram, we got you at Black and Tan Sports Pod. Where else can you get weekly fantasy tips and questionable Photoshop edits of my co-host Dwayne's face? Oh, and YouTube, Black and Tan Sports. Subscribe there too, unless you're scared to see what fantasy football legends actually look like. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe, follow, engage. Otherwise, your fantasy team might just get cursed with a season-ending injury. Just saying. Black and Tan Sports, for the laughs, the takes, and the wins. Subscribe now, or you'll regret it later.
Draft day heat, turn the speakers up. All eyes locked on a commissioner's cup. 25 years, yeah, the legends don't stop. Fantasy dreams on the way to the top. Black and Tan Sports, we running it up. 2025, Commissioner's Cup. Yeah, the legends don't stop. Fantasy dreams on the way to the top. Black and Tan Sports, we running it up. 2025, Commissioners Cup.
Oh yeah, back again. I think you're muted, Dwayne. Started off strong.
Came in hype too. You couldn't hear a goddamn thing I said. What's up?
If you guys are watching on YouTube or if on any of the other platforms right now, you see Dwayne was getting it. The whole intro, he was getting it. And he tried to come in real strong, but he was just muted. He was just happy and talking. I'm just looking at his face, moves some beautiful faces.
Can't hear a
moving
goddamn
there,
thing.
and nothing was coming out.
That's all good. Well, anyway, welcome back, man.
Welcome
We're
back.
It's Wednesday. After a long, upsetting fucking weekend, Philly sports suck all the way around, bro.
It's terrible, man.
It's bad.
It's really. I mean, let's just get right into it, right?
Yeah.
So we get a little bit of Eagles talk, Kirby's Hail Marys, and then our picks, and then you know how the show goes if you listened before. But oh my god, dude, I can't with these Eagles anymore, man.
Yeah,
I really can't. You went last time you went up in New York, right?
Yeah.
And you were looking, and you were at the Giants game, and you won.
Talking trash because that's when Barkley came back for the first time and had that crazy game. And took it to him. Almost broke 200 and said, "Nah, let the young bulls eat. Let the young bulls eat." This time, man,
a little bit of a different story.
Listen, the tailgate was a good time. Get in there, man. And it's just, but listen, the crazy thing is, it's like Philly, it's 50-50 Eagles, Giants fans. So I'm surrounded by both. So it's not like I'm getting, hounded and pounded by Giants fans. But
you always
it was just brutal because I was so ready to talk shit.
Real quick, let's talk about how. Can you stop saying pause is an excuse just to say gay stuff?
I mean, but it's the excuse to say gay stuff. Come on. It's all part of it. It's part of the whole thing. You have to say pause, and then you can say something real salacious. And it doesn't mean, you know.
All right. I guess you're right. Continue. My bad. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Hey, I was sitting in front of a couple of douchebags, of course. And I just wanted to talk trash so much. And I wasn't, you couldn't say anything. Like, you know, we scored and and then it was like, when we did the tush push, the guy was like, oh, tush push is gay. And I was like, bro, if you guys in New York had the creativity and the team to develop a play like the tush push, did it effectively, where it would get you first downs and touchdowns, and the teams couldn't stop you from doing it, and you guys utilized it and did it all throughout the season, and you were winning with it, would it be gay then? No, it's only gay because you guys can't stop it. The only teams that talk about how bad the tush push is and call it gay or whatever it is because they can't stop it or they can't do it. Right. They don't have
the teams that aren't equipped to stop it. Right.
Right.
And part of this is too that the Giants are feeling themselves a little bit because they have two rookies that are doing really well right now.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that's breathing any type of life into that sorry, sick, sad organization. Okay. Yeah. Let's not act like the Giants are great and all this. Okay. You beat the Eagles. Okay. Last time they had a Super Bowl was like, I mean, you guys beat the Patriots. We did the same thing.
Yeah,
they're not a special. New York is not special. And you know what it is too, is that it's the air of New York City is what drives the fan base for the Giants.
Yeah.
And it's a very different feeling than what drives the fan base for the Eagles, right? So we're two both loud and boisterous areas, right?
Yeah,
New York is famous for being boisterous and loud and rough and all this, but Philadelphia is a lot more gritty, right? And so we're similar in those aspects, but in the same breath, it's sickening when I see it with another team.
Yeah.
You know, what's the first thing? What's the first thing if you meet someone from New York? What's the first thing they tell you? I'm from New York. They tell you right off the bat, dude. It's
like, we can tell by your stupid fucking accent.
Right. Exactly.
You can get the fucking tell us
already.
Right.
Like you can't tell already. And it's that air, dude. It's I don't like it. And it's the same thing with the Giants. Is like, you know, they're the football Giants. They're, you know, they're this team. And listen, we like Scadaboo. All right.
Yeah, I called it. I called it before the game. I thought he's going to have a great game. And I also said I wasn't too sure about us winning this game because
he had almost 200 yards and he had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
He torched the Eagles. And again, listen, I know you guys think Jackson Dart, you know, he's an expert. Listen. Every time a rookie quarterback is on an NFL team, everybody thinks the same thing. And it's because they don't have tape on this guy. Next year he will not do the same thing. It's not going to happen.
Give it
the same thing with the Commanders and Jaden Daniels, right?
Yeah.
Right. Everybody's like, oh, he had a great rookie year. He's gonna be the best thing ever. He's taking the Commanders to a Super Bowl. Listen, it's not happening either. We have the tape now.
Look at Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones came out hot for a game or two, flopped. But now he's over in Indianapolis killing it. But I mean, listen, the Giants as an organization, Dart probably is a great quarterback. He looks like he did very well, no doubt about it.
Sure.
But with the Giants front line and the rest of their offense, can he maintain that the rest of the season? I highly doubt it. They're going to mess up at some point because they're not as listen. They got lucky, like you said. They didn't have any tape on the guy. The guy came out killing it. We had really no tape on the guy. Plus, listen, we played flat, and our offense is too predictable.
Yeah, and I was a bit surprised though. Like I was surprised that Saquon didn't do more. And the reason why I'm surprised, but thinking about it and looking back, right? I think, oh man, Saquon, he didn't really do much. Well, they're not giving him the ball. He's not given the chance to do this right now.
Right.
Which blows my mind, right? Last year, they would run that ball, even if you weren't gaining major yardage, they were running the ball to wear down the defense, right?
Yeah.
You're wearing down the defense, and by the time that second half rolls around, Saquon runs for 70 yards. Saquon runs for 65 yards. Saquon touchdown. And the reason why it was happening is because they're wearing down the defensive line. They're wearing down the defense in the first part of the game. How many long drives did we have last year? We had a lot of really good time clock eating drives that really was a main part of this defense. I knew, or the offense, I knew that if the Eagles had the ball and there were 6 minutes left, I'm thinking to myself, they're going to take all 6 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
we're going to get the first downs. We're going to take up time. We're going to run the ball. We're going to throw the ball when we need to. We want to, but we're going to get the job done. Listen, I was watching. I forget what it was, and people saying that the offensive is too predictable. So I'm going through the game again, like on some leisure time shit, and you start noticing like every run play, they line up the same way. Like there's never like they call it. I guess it's like they'll line up 3 on one side and 2 on the other. So it'll be like 2 wide receivers. And then the other 3 wide receivers on the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen, whatever you want to do it. Right. And then next to then the tight end lines up on one side or the other. Right. And then when they do the opposite of that, and they think, oh, it's going to be a trick play, they always run the one person in motion to the weak side. So you know it's going to be still a strong side play. Like, you know, it's so crazy. I was watching this. Every time we run the ball, it's the same play over and over again, and defenses see it. We're not mixing it up like we need to. Whether we set up the run, I just don't know what's going on. Like, does Hurts need to be under center every play? Does he need to be in shotgun every play? Whether we're running the ball or throwing the ball, I just don't know. But our offense is stagnant, and it's.
I think he's most effective. I think it Hurts is most effective in that pistol formation. Because then he can kind of make those decisions. He is a cerebral quarterback. He makes those decisions as they come up. He's looking, he's making his reads, and he's figuring out what kind of play he might be
checking out the play,
checking it out, and that's how it should be, and that's how it was last year. And I think that's why last year, a quarter away in the season where we're at right now, last year's team felt so in sync. It felt like it was going to go somewhere by this point last year, and now this year is a completely different and opposite feeling as it was last year, and it doesn't feel good.
And we go to Minnesota this week. It's going to be a tough game. Then we come back week after that against the Giants at home.
Do we know who's starting with the Vikings though? I don't know. I guess they're not starting Carson Wentz.
No. Why not?
Because I think their the quarterback is coming back. What's his name?
Hold on. Is now known JJ McCarthy.
McCarthy. They're coming. They're probably going back.
Yeah,
they're sure.
Okay.
They're not. They're a little unsure, but I mean, if Carson Wentz comes out, then what's going to happen is that he's going to want to play really well against the Eagles. I mean, who's not going to want to do that?
Right.
Especially, it's going to be like the Saquon thing. So it's going to be a tough game. I mean, you're heading into week 7, and the Eagles are a little bit of a favorite on the road, which is it's weird, especially now, right? In this kind of league, in this environment. I don't know how it's going. I don't know. I mean, did the Eagles lose 3 in a row? They haven't done that in a very long time.
Not in a long time, but listen, nothing's going to fucking surprise me at this point this season. Like, I'm just so fed up, and I was so excited coming into the season and getting it 3-0. It was definitely, like I said, listen, we've talked about it ad nauseum. It's definitely exciting when we were 3-0. But we were both saying, we're barely winning. We look like the Chiefs did last year. We're scraping by, and we got exposed 2 weeks in a row. I mean, we should have actually won the Denver game. I mean, that pass interference at the 2-yard line against Goddard should have been called, and we should have won the game that way.
8 million cameras. You said it. You said this last week.
Yeah.
8 million cameras on the field.
And
they still blow this call, which is insane.
Then I was watching something else. Somebody put it together. I don't know how true it is. I don't have time to go double research it, but they were saying how the Chiefs, going back to the Chiefs and just going like as far as play calling, whatever, and the referees, the Chiefs benefited 45% of all of their wins from the referee calls and non-calls for and against other teams for the Chiefs. Like, that's an amazing stat. I don't know how they got that stat, but
everyone talked about how like the refs were on the Chiefs side for everything last year, if you remember. It was a big deal. Everybody was talking about, oh, this, that, and people are writing articles defending, oh, no, that's not true. That's not. Listen, we all know how it is. It could be one call. It may not be 6 calls. It may be one call, but it's an important call. Right. And the Chiefs were getting that call every time. Now the Eagles this year, hey, we ain't getting those calls. It's not happening. We're not the untouchable team. So in terms of referees, and I mean, we're not the untouchable team at all anyway, but
yeah, like if it was UTEP.
I do think Saquon has a good game this week, though. I think he's finally going to have a good game. I think
he needs to.
Sure, well, the Vikings defense isn't great,
right?
In terms of run defense. So that's where their weak spot is. So it's my thought that maybe this is the week that Saquon has that breakout game. I mean, he's had such a terrible year.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think it's really him. He's running hard. I think there's a little bit of changes in offensive line. You got Dickerson in and out all the time. I think it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So they may be a little bit out of sync, but I don't. It's the play calling as well. I don't think. Listen, if you stick to the run, I don't care. I'll watch it. Philadelphia is a city full of people who like to push run 3-4 times in a row.
Right.
We don't care. Run Saquon, dude.
Right.
Run Saquon.
Run Saquon. Run. Get this 60-40, 60 run, 40 pass. And run Saquon, because once you start running Saquon, then you're going to get the possibility of AJ Brown getting one-on-one coverage. And that's what you want.
Exactly. And that's why last year they were so deadly, is because they had this good balance. They were able to run the ball. For some reason this year, they're just not doing it.
Or if we get back to a 1-2 punch where we run Gainwell and it's Gainwell, right? And Barkley. And then keep running back and forth, and then again wear the defensive line down, wear the defense down, start bringing those receivers, bring those defensive backs in. They change up their coverage, and now you've got AJ Brown on the outside one-on-one. Nobody's going to not. You can stick the guy, but he's going to catch the ball.
He's going to catch the ball in one-on-one situations. We crave that one-on-one AJ Brown situation.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because we know it's going to happen. And he pulls that ball in so well, dude. He's such a big guy and such a strong receiver that it's good to see.
Yeah,
it's good to see, but we have to see that more. And the only way we see that more is if we get the run going. You have to get the run going. You have to. Again, I'll say this. I'll say this again. Run Saquon.
Run Saquon. Let's go. Get back to the fucking basics, bro.
Right?
I don't know. It's just dude. It's so frustrating. It's driving me crazy. I don't even want to watch football this weekend.
If they lose to the Vikings, then I think season's over for sure.
Yeah, it'll be hard.
It's still early and it's only 3 losses, but look at the rest of the schedule.
3 losses in a row, and then we got to come back and face the Giants again. Like I'm just saying, Giants look pretty good. Now, do we have? We're going to have some game tape on them, so we'll be able to spy on Dart and see what he does. He's very elusive, man. You watch him run, like we weren't expecting, because Giants haven't had a running quarterback like that, so we didn't have much tape on the guy, and our run defense isn't that great. And this guy ran right through all of us.
I don't know how it looks. I don't know how it looks like when you're in the stadium, like when you're in the Meadowlands, but like watching the game from the couch and watching him run, I was like, man, he is just a split second from getting completely crushed and knocked out of this game.
Yeah,
absolutely. Anyway, because you can't listen as a court again. This is why I don't think he's going to be that great. You can't run the ball like that. It's not going to happen. He's going to hurt himself.
Yeah,
it's just not going to work.
Yeah, but he looked good last week, so I give it up to him for now. Fuck him.
Sure, every dog's got their day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, listen, we got this. I think we got this. We better fucking get this. But
I don't know.
Again, like you said, it'll be tough.
I don't feel great about it.
If we go down another loss on the road, back-to-back weeks.
All right. Listen, run Saquon. That's all we got to say.
Yeah.
It opens up everything. That is what helps everything. All right, let's hear from Mr. Green here.
Let's go. Mr. Green.
Mr. Green. Yeah, well, I'm back, man. I went 4-2 last week. The only 2 losses I had last week was the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Yeah.
Cowboys ended up losing with 3 seconds left in the game. And the Eagles, well, do you really want to recap last Thursday with the Eagles? It all started with the Phillies getting knocked out of the playoffs, Flyers losing their home opener, It wasn't a home opener, but their season opener. And the Eagles didn't want to be the only team in Philadelphia to win that day. And they ended up losing against the Giants. But anyway, that was...
Talk all that shit. It was nice to see the Dallas Cowboys lose, though.
Of course. Well, it's always it'll make us. So that Thursday after, the Phillies lost, after Flyers lost, after the Eagles lost.
Yeah.
I go to the diner with the guys from work on Friday mornings. Before we go into work, we go have a good meal. I love it. It's my favorite Friday thing on earth, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're watching the TVs in the diner and they show Philadelphia, dude. And I've never seen anything like this before. In huge letters, as in the middle of talking about, it just simply said, City of Losers.
Damn.
And I'm like, oh my God.
That's brutal.
That's so tough. How about we not watch that? My goodness.
How about we not fuck my Friday up? Right. Jeez.
Yeah, Herb's running in. And you know what?
Yeah.
I know that Herb's taking the Eagles because he knows that his team's the Vikings. The Eagles, he picked the Eagles the past 2 weeks and they've lost. He knows he's going to mush them.
Yep, he's going to pick them again, motherfucker.
It was last week, but still 4-2. I'm back. This week, first game up, I'll be taking San Diego. Okay? They're really, Hardball really has that team playing really good this year. Remember Hardball? He ended up coaching the Ravens back when Joe Flacco was the quarterback. Yep. Ravens won the Super Bowl.
Had to get a Joe Flacco.
I'm obsessed.
Shout out. He's obsessed.
I think Joe Flacco listens to the pod, and I think that he listens specifically to hear Mr. Green talk about him because it makes him feel good.
He gets $1 every time. He sends him $1 every time he mentions.
Maybe I got to find out if there's some sort of deal here because I want to cut.
Yeah, exactly. We need some change out of that.
Oh, then he goes to Michigan. Yep, wins a national championship with Michigan. This year, he's on pace to win the Super Bowl with San Diego. Anyway, San Diego's playing the Colts. Just take San Diego this week. Next game up, I'm taking the Cowboys. Yes, I know the Cowboys lost with 3 seconds left. Well, guess what, guys? Prescott is having a really good week of practice. He's going to be connecting with Pickens all day long. And it's a good thing that they're playing the Redskins this week at 4 o'clock. That means that the running back for the Cowboys, Williams, if there was a 1 o'clock game, he usually goes to games with like hangovers. Oh. But because it's a 4 o'clock game, he's going to get that couple extra hours sleep. He's going to be running the ball all day long against the Redskins. Redskins couldn't even beat Chicago last night, Monday night.
This guy first says that they're gonna that Prescott's gonna have an amazing game and he's gonna pass all over him to Pickens all day long, and then he goes, and then the running back's gonna run over him all day long. That's a conflict there. You can't pass all day and run all day.
You have to have it's called a balanced offense. But listen, what did he say? Like, how does he know so much about
how does he know about
drinking
and being hungover? How good of practices that Dak Prescott has. This guy is everywhere.
He's got inside connects. We need to get some of these connects from this guy.
Because when you're hungover at 1 p.m., it feels a lot better when you're not. You're still hungover at 4. Okay,
yeah,
that's the story.
You're still hungover.
Monday Night Football playing home. Redskins are really not a good team this year. Just take the Cowboys. They won't lose this game. Next game up, looking at the 49ers. 49ers are actually playing really good this season. I was told Joe Montana is actually spending a lot of time with this Mac Jones. Mac Jones was a lousy quarterback, but Joe Montana, with the work that he's putting in, you got to understand, Joe Montana, he was probably the best quarterback that ever played the game. Played for Notre Dame, won a lot of Super Bowls for the 49ers, and now he's working with this guy, Mac Jones. So, and with the running back, McCaffrey, too, I actually see McCaffrey going over 100 yards in this game. They're playing Atlanta. I know Atlanta really beat Buffalo last night, but it was a home game. Once again, short rest, playing Monday. Short, not enough practices this week. Then they got to go to the West Coast to San Fran. They're not going to beat San Fran and San Fran. They're not going to do it. Just back the 49ers.
That's the one pick.
The other two games I'm looking at, they happen to be Monday night games. But it's reasons why I'm playing these guys. I'm actually going to be taking the Lions. Detroit's playing home, playing against Tampa. Tampa's playing really good this year, but they're about due to lose a game. And what better place to lose a game than in Detroit, under the lights, Monday Night Football.
What a better day to lose than in Detroit.
In Detroit, Motor City itself.
Under the lights, Monday night
lights. All right, who's he got?
Goff is a really good quarterback. I know he didn't do so good when he got drafted with the Rams. That's the guy where, if I remember, I think he went to the Rams and the Eagles got that guy Wentz. But anyway, whatever. Detroit actually got embarrassed last week in Kansas City. You remember that game? It was a Sunday night game in Kansas City. And Kelsey actually had a field day on them guys. Kelsey's doing really good, all kidding aside. Ever since they had that bunny guy, I don't even know the guy, they announced he's going to be playing, singing or something at halftime of the Super Bowl. Well, Kelsey really didn't want his future wife, Taylor, if they stay together. Heard they're fighting a little bit now because Taylor's a little upset. She made this new album, and it's a lot of cursing on the album, and the kids are being upset, and the moms are, like, sending a lot of emails to Taylor. Taylor's on.
Directly to Taylor. They're sending emails over angry words directly to Taylor.
Dear Miss Swift, how dare you? My child does not need to hear those filthy words. It's like Bill Cosby calling Eddie Murphy. Yeah, I would like to talk to you about some of the things that you do with your show. And the floor and the foul, the film floor and floor. It doesn't need to be said. You can be funny without it. That's funny. So they're actually emailing. Like, who emails?
You go Taylor@swift.com. They're emailing her.
The trucking company responds back. So what do you need to go where? The Swift Trucking Company.
She's really upset because Taylor thought she owned everything. Everybody loved her until she made this album. And now all she does is curse and bullies people on the album. Just listen to the words on the album. But anyway, why are we even talking about Kansas City? I'm not even taking Kansas City. I'm taking the Detroit Lions. Take the Lions. Goff's going to plow you through for over 300 yards. And Gibbs, I see him having 2 touchdowns. I see Detroit winning this game 48-17. And then the last game up, I'm actually going to be taking Seattle. Seattle's playing the Texans, but Seattle's home. And should I say anything about their quarterback, Sam Darnold? When he got drafted by the Jets a couple years ago, nobody even knew him. Guy stunk. And then all of a sudden, he ended up going to Minnesota last season. JJ got hurt. We were looking for a quarterback, and we picked this guy, Sam. And then Sam, all kidding aside, he really had a great season last year. And he led Minnesota, I believe, to the best record, actually the second best record in football. Detroit beat them last game of the season. Detroit ended up with the best record. Minnesota had the second best record. But Minnesota ended up leaving this guy go, and Seattle picked him up. And since he's been on Seattle,
I'm fucking lost.
I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. I thought it was just me. I had a gummy earlier, and I was like, is this thing just now kicking in? It was like 3 hours ago. What the fuck just happened? I don't know. That's hilarious, because I thought it was me. I'm like, what am I listening to?
No, it's not just you. I have no idea what he was just talking about.
All right. I don't feel so
and
bad.
I know that anybody who's listening right now too, you're probably thinking
the same thing.
I'm just letting you know we're on the same page here.
All right, so we're good. All right, very good. That's fucking hilarious.
I think we're like all reading the same book, but like all different chapters at different times.
That's funny.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to say anything else. Just look at the stats.
Please don't.
Please.
Stats. He's really doing really good this year. So just back them. All right. And I was thinking about taking the Cincinnati Bengals because of Joe Flacco. I actually had a conversation with him this week.
Oh.
But the reason why I'm not taking him is because they're not playing. But he did tell me that he
That's
enjoyed.
pretty good reason for not taking. I mean, you talked to the guy. You didn't. He didn't happen to mention that he wasn't playing this week to you.
I was going to take him.
Mr. Green, listen. Mr. Green, we're going to have a great week, but not this week. Because guess what? I'm not playing. What do you mean? I can't bet on you now? Come on, Joe. What are you doing over here?
Joe, next time you talk to Mr. Green, please set him straight.
Please let him know. Give him a copy of your schedule, your team's schedule. Because, you know, you would have picked y'all this week.
I was going to pick him. It doesn't matter who he's playing against. I was going to pick him, but I'm not going to because he's not playing.
He's not
fair.
Playing.
That's a fair point.
I mean, that's pretty much how it's supposed to work, right?
Enjoys playing for Cincinnati, and he is actually teaming up with Chase and Higgins, and he's been practicing a lot with these guys. And with this extra week off, it's a really good chance I'll be taking Cincinnati next week. But anyway, let's recap who we're taking. 5-0 this week. I'm taking San Diego, the Cowboys, the 49ers, the Lions, and Seattle.
I don't know. I disagree with the Cowboys and Commanders and the Niners and Falcons. I think Falcons are going to win, and I think Commanders are going to win these games. Especially Atlanta being at home and Commanders at home.
I'm so lost right now. I don't even know.
I was trying to refocus, but you know,
how could you after that?
I don't know. It was hard.
Oh, Mr. Green, you never cease to amaze me. That's the truth.
It's so hilarious.
I was going to pick Joe Flacco, but I decided not to. Thank goodness, because they're not even playing. Thank you.
That's wild. So wild. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Commanders over the Cowboys and the Falcons over the 49ers personally. But we'll see how Mr. Green does, and we'll see how my picks do. I forget what I did last week. I lost my sheet. So we won't get those answers.
Fair enough. Well, let's go over some other picks that we have that we have here.
Let's do it.
I'm bewildered still. I don't know the effects of hearing that it's fried me a bit, and I'm feeling a little like I don't know what to do. Because I just went on a journey for no reason. A journey into the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
That was good.
Taylor Swift is in there. Joe Flacco is in there.
Of course, the usuals. Every week he has to mention Taylor Swift and or Flacco.
All right.
Here's
my up and coming pick for this week.
Right,
we're gonna go Romeo Doubs.
All right.
Wide receiver for the Packers. He's been trending upward if you look in recent weeks, and he's been pointed out in like waiver and receiver ad conversations as a guy with many upsides. I feel like the Packers offense has had to lean more on their wide receivers lately too, so that's definitely like a good strike there in the pros column. And he's just creating opportunity. He wants for the second and third options. Like he wants to shine. He's been getting a higher target share, and he's definitely shown those quick flashes of this guy could be a little bit something. And I think that this week he's going to have a good week. And I don't think he's not somebody who's like over owned in a lot of the leagues. And I think that since he's probably so low on that waiver wire, that the risk is probably worth. The reward is worth more than the risk here in this situation. Yeah. So,
right.
We just got to make sure that we watch his consistency, because he does disappear every once in a while, and we got to kind of see how that quarterback play pass protection happens as well. Because if he doesn't have the time to get the ball, he's not going to get the target. So
yeah, right. I agree. That sounds good. So that's a decent pick. I'm gonna go with a running back this time. I'm gonna go with Chargers running back Kamani Vidal. I mean, This guy, he's emerging. He's coming up. Could be a breakout quarterback. He's getting obviously he's getting a little more time, a little more carries within the game. Again, talking about just spreading out the offense and defense, or making the defense stay honest. Again, a good running back in there that can get chunk plays, that can get you short second and third downs. I think he might be the guy to do it. Nobody's looking out for him, and the Chargers really look really good. Their offense looks really good. So I mean, he's got a front line in front of him that's going to be able to allow him to at least get a couple of yards, and then with his natural ability and skills, he could bust out a couple of long plays. In PPR and half PPR formats, he's a running back that sees is receiving work, both ground, receiving. Whatever, you get what I'm talking about. Mr. Green's got my mind all fucked up.
He does. He's got my mind messed up too. But
I
think it's a solid pick.
Yeah, I think it's going to work. I mean, the only downfall I would see is probably the timeshare risk. Just trying to fit another running back or two in that mix up, just to see who's going to actually become the number one quarter running back. But I mean, within those moments, that's when those great things happen, right? So the guy, he knows he's only getting in certain plays, so he's going to run extra harder. Next thing you know, he's busting out 30, 40, 50 yard runs or a couple of touchdowns to get to that number one spot, because it's open and it's there for the take. So I like this guy. So if you can get him, if he's sitting out there, one of your guys, maybe one of your guys plays for Baltimore, and he's or is it Baltimore, right? And he's not playing this week.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. Maybe the guy's just not out there, not playing.
Right. So he could, just remember, you got to change your lineup before the game starts, and pick up this guy.
I think one of the key points of playing fantasy football is making sure that your players are actually playing. So
yes.
If you don't do that, then you're probably even worse off than this show in terms of fantasy football picks. So I probably would do a little bit more studying. Is my point.
We should do a lot more studying. At least sign up for the extra additives. If you go through TSNE, they give you all the information you need. So even if you're missing or not paying attention to your lineup, there's an automatic program in there that will resub for you and make your adjustments for you. So that way, if you're out goofing off or not thinking about it, you can have an aspect in your form in your lineup that would actually play it for you, so you don't have to even worry about it. And you may end up doing better than that than we were picking your own lineup. TSNE, bro, check it out.
Wow, look at that.
That's the automation shit right there.
It's all about automation.
Yeah.
All right, for bum pick, that was a great plug, by the way. Great plug.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
That's how I do.
For the bum pick this week, I'm going to go with DJ Moore, wide receiver for the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
I'm going to switch it up.
You did.
Because I was going to talk about Thielen again, but we talked about Thielen last week.
I was going to say, didn't we shoot on this guy last week?
We did. I can't dump on the guy twice in a row. I can't just keep picking players that are not doing well and saying, "Oh, this is the bum pick." I feel like we need something a little bit out there, a little bit more spread out. So, DJ Moore, wide receiver, Chicago Bears. He's been a consistently solid receiver, but he's got big bust potential, I think, especially in this season.
Yeah.
Last year he posted a lot of career lows. He's kind of on a downward trend, I think.
Okay.
And his defenses, adjust and target competition increases because he's got younger receivers around him.
Right.
Coming, up and comers and changes in schemes. I think that his margin for error and making those mistakes is really gonna be detrimental to him grabbing those points. So he might get like some good surface stats still now, but I think that for sure, like the ceiling is limited for him at this point.
Right.
And he might not even deliver the kind of fine game that you need in like a really tough matchup. So if you're in a matchup where you think it's going to be close, or it's projected to be close, then this is not something you're going to like your rest of your hat on.
Right.
And so, we'll see. And also, again, it's the second time we're mentioning this, though, that if the quarterback doesn't have the time, if he doesn't have the protection, and his protection is not great, then he's not going to get the ball either.
Right. Because talking about
Moore, I think, is going to suffer from that.
Because without a good front line, you can't get the time to get the ball down the field. So you're going to check down and go to the tight end or pitch out to the running back in the flat. So yeah.
Correct. So that's I guess that's my rationale for that pick there.
That makes sense. Thielen still sucks.
Thielen is still trash.
Yeah, he's still trash. Listen, he didn't change from trash, not trash. He's still trash.
Yeah, he's still not great. He's not having a good season, man.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing a lot of these like wide receivers that you kind of like grow accustomed to, like tight ends, wide receivers, or really like any players where you're like, oh man, like they're so good, and then they're kind of leaving out and they're out on their error. It's like,
and then you start seeing them like limping, right? Yeah, not limping physically, but just their gameplay is is not there. You know what I mean?
It's like they lose that half a step. That loss of that half a step is just enough for them not to have an edge on their game anymore.
But it also could be too. Again, you're looking at the combination of the front line and the quarterback as well, right? So if these receivers are used to getting, again, the quarterback having an extra 1.5 to 2 seconds in the pocket to get the ball, down the field a little bit further, that's when you start getting your receivers more into the game. But you don't have that time that pocket collapses quickly. Then you're going back to what I just said. You're screwed. Now you got to dump it out to the tight end or the running back coming out of the flat, or try to run the ball.
And I think that's where that extra half a step also helps a lot too.
Yeah,
because you're right. I think that all those things that you need that pass protection, like we've talked about, and you're right on that. But there's also like Justin Jefferson isn't having any trouble getting the ball this season.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It's like, but then it's also a detriment to part of the whole issue too, is that you have Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Why would you care about a Thielen?
Thielen if you got Jefferson.
When you got Justin Jefferson,
and he's doing the goddamn thing.
Oh, dude,
he's going to tear. He's going to tear us up.
His personality, I like a lot about Justin Jefferson. And
dude, he's going to tear us up this week. And I'm telling you, because our safeties are fucking garbage.
We have nothing.
No,
they're all Ringo is fire him forever. Okay, sorry. It is what it is. I'm not. Nobody is over there. There's not one person on that side. And plus, our secondary is really hurt. What's his name? Smith.
Yeah.
Randomly retired.
Yeah, he's just like, you know what? I'm done. And now what? Like,
we're stuck.
We're fucked.
What are you? What I'm curious about, and I might actually Google it as we're talking here, is I'm wondering when Nakobe Dean's coming back.
I don't know.
Because he would help. But then with Nakobe Dean, there was a lot of like dumb penalty. Bond had that really bad penalty last week as well.
Yeah. Listen, we're
unnecessary roughness.
We're just, I don't know. It's just like we're beating ourselves in every aspect of the game. Penalties, fucking offense, the defense, like
I came into the season with the high hopes that we were gonna back to back, because I thought last year's team was young enough that a second year they gel even more. Some things happen, some people get hurt, things change, and now what it is that as fans of as Philadelphia fans here, as Eagles fans, you're looking at this and you're just having to accept the inevitability of you never getting that back to back. It kind of sucks, and it's like not something that we've really come, accustomed to here in Philadelphia, which is, a blessing in itself. We're winners.
Yep.
And now we have like this weird mindset, this weird winner's mindset that we're not used to having.
Yeah. That we can't lose.
Yeah.
But I think we have a great team. It's just right now it's falling apart, and we gotta. If I had more confidence in the coaching, the play calling, I would feel a lot better about the team overall. But I see it's not the talent. We have talent. We have talent that could be coached into being, super talent, right? I just feel like I can't sit here and depend on and rely on our coaching staff to actually call the right plays and make great decisions to benefit the team, to keep us, from 3 and outs. We got to keep with 3 and outs. We got to get rid of letting other teams getting 4th and 19, and we're giving up a first down. Like, these are simple rule, like blitz.
Do you know how you solve that issue?
You get rid of the stupid coaches.
Well, no. Listen, we all know that doesn't work. I tried that last year.
We got to call Mr. Green and get the scoop.
No. I'm going to give you 2, and then we're going to end on this note right here, because we're going to bring it back. We're bringing it back around town. You know how we solve this issue?
How?
Run Saquon.
Run Saquon. You got music playing? I can't hear anything.
Draft day. Turn the speakers up. eyes locked on a commissioner's cup. 25 years, yeah, the legends don't stop. Fantasy dreams on the way to the top.
Black and Tan Sports, we running it up. 2025
Commissioner's Cup.
years, yeah, the legends don't stop. Fantasy dreams on the way to the top. Black and Tan Sports, we run